Okay, so I just gotta remember who has the books. I don't remember. And now they don't glow anymore because we read them. I mean, we picked them up anyway and looked at them. So they won't be as easy to spot. They were all right in the middle of the room, though, so...
Mara protect us
not too worried about it, but... Now, if the professor isn't in his or her room, then, well, I guess we'll just leave an IOU note. Little something saying that we took it. Okay, so no books there. Finis Gestor. We have met you. You're the guy who said that necromancy's like kind of an okay thing. What the? What's this? Somebody just left an alembic here. It's rather curious. No books on this floor. Must have all been on the second floor, I guess. Old Giuliano's shrine. Well, we won't pray now. We prayed to what's I don't remember who we prayed to. Orbs of Winterhold. We read that book, but so we won't take it because it clearly belongs here. The orbs. The lighting is really starting to aggravate me. Oh right. Stasis Draugr. Ha. Telvanni construction. Okay, so yeah, we'll make a little note to whoever's room this is. Anaig, freshman student, borrowed the basic guide to Telvanni construction and will return it at the owner's request. Oh, hello.
I'm working on some.
Oh, I met you. I have not met you, I don't think. Hello.
You consider restoration a valid school of magic, worthy of study, don't you? Don't you?
Yeah? Why would I not?
Good. Good. Not that I require validation, of course. There are just some, and I shan't name names, who would disagree. It can make life difficult when one's colleagues fail to recognize the research one engages in.
I could see that, yeah. You feel like you're being treated as second class because of your specialty?
Well, no, not really. Not directly, I mean. But I know things are being said behind my back. Conversations cease when I enter rooms. I'm quite aware of what's going on here, and I will not stand for it.
Well, what do you deal in? Why didn't that... What? Potions and ingredients. I thought you... Oh. I don't know why that wasn't voiced. It's rather weird. Okay. Buy that from you. I'm pretty sure I don't have anything to... Oh. Yeah, you can have that. Have that. Both of them? Yeah, sure, both of them. Resist shock you can have. You can have the lighter of those two. Or should I save them both? Nah, you can have it. It's fine. Oh, right, I wanted to enchant that. There is an enchanting table up here. Let's go do that.
Until next time.
Where is it? It was right here. Yeah, here it is. Oh, right. Enchant. This thingy here. Is it normally off-center like that? It's rather weird. This thing's off-center too. I don't know. Is that normal? Enchantment. Ooh, movement speed. Move 1% faster with the Petty Soul Gem. Getting more practice. It's good. Arender, you want to do something wild? Touch that thing, man. Okay, Colette, are you still... You left. Seen that room. Was there a book in there, though? Forgot to look. No. Why is that on the floor? There. Seems like a good spot for it. Oh! Dwemer everywhere. Okay, so wait. Was there just the one book we were going to read? It seemed like there were like 3 or 4 of them. Sorry, guys. Oh, no, that's the orb one. I feel like I'm repeating myself now. And where the hell did Colette go? I wanted to sell her that necklace. There's no books. I could take the torture tools? Ugh. Okay. Well, guess we just have one book to read then. Which is okay. Okay, back downstairs then. I wonder if she's down here now. There's somebody that I can sell to down here? Did they all go like for dinner or something? Is there like a main hall that they all eat at? Oh, I can sell to you, I think. And you're Gain, right? Yeah, Gain.
There are few spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast
I
them.
have something. I'm practicing my conjuration. I'd like to sell you this. Nice. Okay.
Now, if you'll excuse
Okay,
me.
back to our room. We'll do some reading and then we'll hit the hay. Oh, there you are, Colette. Oh, well. Whoop, what? Can't make up your mind, huh? She does seem a little off in the head, you know. Paranoid about people's opinions of her and her specialization in magic. And I guess she is the kind of person who you could imagine going out of a door and coming right back in and then being like,
Mara protect us both.
Okay, well, you know, 2 days now until classes start, and Nig's getting really excited. She wants to see what it is that, you know, she's gotten accustomed now to the college. She stayed in her room a night. It's about to be 2 nights. So yeah, she's interested to see what it's going to be like when the classes actually get into full swing. Right, okay. Well, everyone, this is going to be the end of an episode. We're just going to read, so if you don't want to hear the reading, you can skip to the end of this episode and not miss any gameplay. Let's check this out really quick. That looks familiar! Voltheim Towers, I think. Okay, we'll have to take a look when we're there. Next time, Telvanni Construction. Okay, this is, I believe, added by the Immersive College of Winterhold mod, and I don't know the author of that mod. Apologies to the mod maker. I would give you a plug if I could, but I don't know it. So this is what we're going to read, and then we'll go to bed. So yeah, skip ahead if you don't want to hear it, and you won't miss anything, apart from just reading. Basic Guide to Telvanni Construction by Colette Merritt's College of Winterhold. When one is given the opportunity to visit Morrowind Province, one will undoubtedly notice the strange construction, the glaring differences in architecture from more familiar Imperial-style buildings. Foremost in unusual design are the almost wholly alien structures favored by members of the Great House Telvanni. While that house is considered among the more xenophobic, and members are generally unwilling to part with hard-learned knowledge, we have been able to piece together a great deal of information from various sources about the fantastic dwellings of the Telvanni. Even the casual observer will note that Telvanni buildings are not, in fact, traditional buildings at all. Rather, they are totally organic structures grown into useful shapes to accommodate city life. Thick, large vines curling about above merchant stalls and winding in curious paths overhead are common sights in any Telvanni town. Many hold the belief that Telvanni towers are plants, although that is technically incorrect. In reality, the structures are fungal in nature. The more curious will note the distinct mushroom shapes of the upper reaches of towers central in any Telvanni city. Although one will encounter any number of dwellings in a Telvanni town, it might come as a surprise that all pod houses in a town are part of the same organism. Although some structures in some towns are separate, so technically it is not one fungus but a small colony. Instead of being several smaller fungi scattered about the countryside, all are merely outgrowths of the incredible towers that rise from the heart of the village. Therefore, when one inquires as to how such a city is built, how the towers are grown, is the question one is truly asking. all Telvanni towers need magic and care to be properly grown, and require a great deal of expertise across multiple fields. It is necessary for one to be familiar with construction, primarily to select and prepare a site. Architecture, to understand what kind of shapes are appropriate for men and mare to live in, and what growth patterns offer the greatest structural stability, and other such concerns. Magic, to be able to grow the fungus in the first place, and to guide its expansion later on. Mycology, again primarily for site selection. It is vital to know under what conditions the fungus can survive, and to what extent it can be manipulated through magical means. Morrowind's generally inhospitable environs seem to offer the Telvanni fungus ideal conditions in which to thrive. Indeed, many Telvanni towns are found along coastlines where harsh, rocky shores meet the salt water of the seas. Telvanni cities can be grown from a single spore, and when one considers the grand scale of the resultant towers in which Telvanni counselors and elders reside, one begins to understand the sheer mastery of Telvanni sorcery. However, a single spore on its own is not enough for one to grow such a spectacular city. Spores require a magical catalyst in order to spur their remarkable growth. While it may be entirely possible for an especially powerful wizard to act as such a catalyst, it is virtually unheard of. Instead, one must procure at least 2 grand soul gems, and fill them with appropriately strong souls for this endeavor. Needless to say, this aspect of construction is much more dangerous than a more familiar gathering of wood and stone. The monsters whose souls are used, usually some sort of Daedra, are among the most powerful one will encounter in all of Tamriel. Less adventurous individuals could purchase the necessary gems pre-filled from enchanters or adventurers, although the price for these are, quite reasonably, astronomical. Of course, the person seeking to grow a Telvanni tower is almost always an accomplished magician, and so much more capable of obtaining such items than a commoner. Within their own ranks, the Telvanni only offer to aid construction for members of a certain rank in the house, and require those seeking advancement into the upper echelons to have their own tower. While the Telvanni typically scorn outside interference, even that of the other great houses, it is considered good practice to begin growing a tower only after obtaining a construction contract from the proper imperial authority. In addition to supplying a pair of soul gems, the prospective owner must also make a sizable financial contribution. The work on a tower is highly specialized, and requires a moderate number of laborers. On top of those standard necessities, at times key figures involved in tower construction will make their own demands. These unforeseen obstacles can range from simple male boredom, strange, easily solved with the addition of women, to suggestions of enhancing security. In any event, the one thing that an ambitious wizard does not have to provide himself is the actual spore. Presumably, with all the requirements that go along with the whole affair, there is quite an oversupply of unused spores. The spore is carefully seeded, an unusual expression, to be sure, along with the soul gems, and supervised over a period of time. Within a matter of days, a small number of mushrooms will have risen up from the site. At this point, one well-versed in Telvanni construction will visit the burgeoning fungus, and through some unknown means allow the mushroom access to the power held within the gems it has grown around. It is believed that the Telvanni must wait until the fungus has enveloped the gems, because it is only then that they can assure the gem's power is being siphoned off by the fungus and is not consumed by some other avenue or wasted. Further, it is also speculated that the Telvanni control the growth rate of the fungus by determining the degree of energy flow from the gems, explaining why new cities can sprout rapidly, while older ones remain more static. At any rate, it is at this point that the simplistic, familiar mushroom shape begins to change into the more exotic design seen in Telvanni cities. Even with the passive flow of power from the gem, it takes many craftsmen and architects to coax the fungus into creating the tiny buds that they will eventually later mold into large pods, which can then be hollowed out for Telvanni to use as housing. As the tower grows, and one can finally step inside it, one will undoubtedly find their attention drawn to the man-sized purplish crystals which are often found in the tower. In the lower, older areas of the tower. These may seem mysterious for a moment, but after considering the building materials, are altogether expected. The crystals are the remnants of the soul gems, their forms twisted and changed through Telvanni magic, and their symbiosis with the fungus. Good grief, this is a long book. Those familiar with the lesser fungi of Tamriel might wonder how sturdy such a structure can be. A glance at a Telvanni town is show enough that the great mushrooms do not rely on accumbency to support themselves. Similar in effects to the less destructive mating of Telvanni and other foreign architectures is the town of Ranyan Rune on the mainland. Here the Telvanni tower has been grown, and all around the Velothi-styled town there are clear signs of this. I read that really strangely. But no damage has been done to the original buildings. A true marvel of Telvanni construction and fungal growth is their capital city of Port Telvannis. The tower at Port Telvannis, Tel Fenem, is one of the largest ever grown, and appropriately towers above the vertical city below. While the city's roots are firmly anchored in the soil, most of the structures that the Telvanni dwell in are high above the ground, carved out of the massive chutes of the great tower. This gives the city an otherworldly appearance, given that its streets are many feet up into the air. There are a number of advantages to the Telvanni's choice of living arrangement. A growing organism can be quite resistant to harm, and the magical nature of the arrangement means that it requires very little in the way of maintenance. The Telvanni do not have to concern themselves with damaged roofs or rotting timbers, or many of the other myriad problems associated with Western houses. Many foreigners do not know this, but the fungus also has a limited capacity to remove salt from water, rendering it potable for mer and men. Many Telvanni towns are found along coastlines to take advantage of this ability. Though it isn't a tested theory, the abundance of moisture in Telvanni-controlled areas, in addition to the fungus's propensity for absorbing water, suggests that these structures would not face much danger from fire. Some may believe that living inside of a fungus that was grown with the soul of a creature unusual, but it actually... there's verbs and things missing from the sentence, but it's actually quite effective. Inside, the air is often moist and faintly warm, but there is little indication that the structure around you is actually a living organism. The interior architecture is substantially different than that of other great houses, as there are often shafts that require levitation to reach the higher levels. This serves a dual purpose, taking less interior room in the tower and preventing a good portion of the people of Tamriel from getting in, as the Telvanni, particularly those on the mainland, are not fond of outsiders. The tops of the towers are often flat, and this provides the resident a good view of all those around, as well as a fairly secure summoning area. Going on. Morrowind is well suited for the magicka-based Telvanni buildings. The Telvanni Isles, Azura's coast, and the Boethian mountain regions are excellent for maintaining Telvanni structures. House Telvanni also has holdings on Vardenfell, although towers have yet to be constructed within the harsh, ashy Moleg Amur region. It is believed that they will need more maintenance. Telvanni buildings are strong, well-built structures and serve the great House Telvanni and the people of Morrowind well. Christ, what a book. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 times 2, 26 pages that book was. Good grief. Well, I can say this, I am impressed. Clearly that's not vanilla, that is added by the mod. And I'm guessing that very little of that is actually in the lore. I'm guessing most of that was made up by the mod maker. Which I prefer to stick to the lore, but if you're going to make something up, that's pretty clever. It's neat that the person that wrote that clearly was spending time thinking about, walking around in Morrowind thinking, how the hell would this actually happen? Like, how would you actually do this? Because they don't, in the vanilla lore, they don't give you much information on how the Telvanni do it. They just say it's like, it's a mushroom and magic kind of thing. So it's kind of cool that they spent the time thinking and writing out how that would actually work. That said, that's a really long book to read in a game. This whole episode might actually just be the book. I don't know. I don't know how long that took, actually. All right. Well, anyway, that's the end of that. I'm glad we read it. Wish I could have read it in less time, but And we'll say that that definitely took us 2 hours. Cannot wait here. What? Why not? That's strange. Alright, well, whatever. I can sleep. I shouldn't sleep. I need to leave? What are you talking about? I need to leave. Do I have to go to the Hall of Elements to start the... What the... I'm confused. Need to leave.
I think the college is due for a change in leadership.
Oh my god, no way. Like, what the... What the hell happened here? You guys... it's too late for this. This doesn't make any sense. I need to leave. Okay, well...
If
Hello.
you're working on any experiments...
Oh, actually, yeah, can I... Hey,
Just like
you're a high
anyone
elf,
else,
right?
it's all about-
What's with Ancano?
Don't trust that one.
Oh, would you quit it? Alright. What the hell? Something is seriously bugging out here. Okay, you know what, guys? I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna quit the recording. I'm gonna save it, and I'm gonna restart the game. And maybe that'll solve our problems here. Okay, everyone, so we're back. I reloaded, and it's still giving me the same thing. I think it has something to do with having read that book, maybe? Like, maybe this is the start of a quest within the mod? I didn't know that the mod would add a quest, but I apparently need to leave. I don't know what the hell that means. And I'm kind of pissed off because I was going to end the video and not have any more gameplay. So I think when I edit this, I'll have to edit so that that video ends when the book reading is done and the whole sleeping problem starts. And then that'll be the start of another video, because otherwise the people who do skip the reading will be missing this gameplay. So yeah, that's how I'm going to do it.
Mara, protect us
Let's
both.
put this freaking book back. Maybe it couldn't have something to do with the book, though, because I forget which room it was. Oh, it's Colette's room. Couldn't have something to do with the book because we picked up the book earlier and looked at it before we took it, right? Before we borrowed it. Oh, damn it. Good enough. Do we need to talk to you or something? Hello, Colette? Excuse me.
Restoration is a perfectly valid
No.
school of magic, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
Oh, can I wait now? Oh, I can't. So I can wait. Okay, so, yeah. That's really weird. Alright, well, I don't know what the deal is. Maybe I can go to bed now. Oh, God. You know what? Maybe I won't. This will still be the end of the reading episode, because I'm just gonna say that they didn't miss any game. Anybody that skipped it wouldn't have really missed anything. All we did was try to go to sleep and try to figure out why we couldn't do that.
Mara, protect us both.
So, provided that we can actually go to sleep now, I'm not gonna. This will be on the tail end of the reading video, and those of you who sat through the whole book will have this little adventure to cherish. God, I hope that does it. Please. Please. Oh! Huh? My God, what the fuck?
Mara, protect us
Arender,
both.
you gotta get on my way, man. I'm not in the mood right now. Leave and go where? What the hell? Is there like a... What am I supposed to do? Like, something would be...
I am a senior apprentice at the college, not the groundskeeper. It's not my job to give you tours or answer your questions.
I didn't know that the mod added voice dialogue either.
Are you lost?
Huh. Curious. Okay. Wonder if I should... Am I supposed to have this on?
Are you lost?
No, shut up. Kind of, yeah, actually. I'm so confused. Hello?
What you learn here will last
I'm trying
you a
to sleep.
lifetime.
I can't sleep.
Several, if you're talented.
I was thinking if I turned on the compass, maybe there'd be a quest marker that I just didn't, you know, maybe there's not an actual quest update in your journal, but maybe there's a marker that you need to... Can't sleep, I need to leave. Why would it say that? Maybe we're gonna spend the night in the inn. That's what we're gonna do. We're spending the night in the inn because this is ridiculous, and we're not even gonna bother getting the horse. We'll just walk. So sleepy. So damn sleepy. But it's like 11 o'clock now. We could have waited in the Hall of Countenance. I don't know why.
The college is an asset to Skyrim.
She spends all night out there, huh? We could have waited in Hall of Countenance, and then as soon as we got back into the Hall of Apprentice, whatever, I don't know. The student dorm, we suddenly couldn't anymore. I'm hoping we can sleep here. Nellikar. Oh yeah, Nellikar. Okay. For a second I was like, who the hell is Nellikar? Berna.
If you've business with the college, you're welcome to stay here. It's where most of our business comes from, in fact.
Mm-hmm. I'd like a room.
Just come home.
One night.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
Thank you.
Why don't you go?
I'll show you
Hope
to
I
your
didn't
room.
just lose that
Like
gold
this.
for nothing.
Why? Because I'd rather be here trying to keep my only brother from drinking himself to death.
Oh, come on. Just show me the damn room. Thank you.
Not today, anyway.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Need you to get out of my way. Oh. Come on. The Aedra are conspiring to keep a knight from going to bed. This is ridiculous.
I say, you didn't hear any loud noises last night, did you? No, explosion sounds?
No, I certainly didn't. Is there a reason you're asking me?
No, certainly not. A small experiment may have gone awry, but clearly with no discernible consequences.
I see. And is this something I'll need to worry about in the future?
Oh, certainly, I hope not. That would be quite unfortunate.
Let me go to sleep! My God.
Unlike some folks here in town.
Will you walk
There's
away?
nothing against the college or the
How
people
long
that
are we
come
going to
and
let
go.
Ranmir drink himself into a stupor? When will enough be enough?
As long
Alright.
as he keeps paying, I suppose.
You guys,
He keeps to himself
seriously.
and isn't hurting anyone.
Oh, I guess I gotta hit enter, don't I?
Oh, are you sure of that? I think Birna might disagree with you.
Okay. I mean, that was just freaking
My place
ridiculous.
to get involved in their family's
Ugh.
business, remember?
Pain in
They're
the
the one
ass.
that
Okay.
told me to stay out of it.
Alright. If this thing tells me I have to leave, I'm gonna... I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think I'll need to buy a new keyboard. Okay, thank God. Oh, okay, thank God, thank God, thank God. Okay. 8 hours. It's nice. Alright, everyone. That's it. That's the end. That's the end of this play session. That was exhausting. So, farewell.